I'm in my self-isolation room. I'm alone.
What's up, amazing people? It's your girl Kardibetv. If you are new here, hi, my name is Kardibetv. My friends call me Kardibetv, and I am the king's daughter. In this channel, I create everything about God, and today is Monday. Today is Bible studies. I have a friend in my midst. We're going to have fun. We're going to have Bible discussions, play a Bible game, enjoy our lockdown. So please, you too, enjoy your lockdown. And before I go into it, I want to thank all my subscribers. Thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please, don't be a viewer only, be a subscriber. Kindly share it on your social media platforms so that we can grow this family together and build our foundation, or build something in God. I know you understand. So please help me welcome my friend Kelvin.
So this is Kelvin. Oh, I shouldn't touch him. Okay, sorry. So this is Kelvin. Please ask for
Everyone, this is Kelvin Amano and a good friend. So hi everyone, this is Kelvin Amano and a good friend of mine and the family as well. And he just came to visit, so like I said, nobody comes to my house and live like that. Yeah. So coincidentally, he is the first guest on my channel. So he's the first guest on my channel. How do you feel being the first guest on my channel?
Proud.
Proud.
I feel so much pride. It's an honor, to be on the daughters.
To be on the what?
King's daughters.
The daughters.
Yeah, everyone.
Okay, so now let's get.
Daughters of Mary Jesus.
Now let's get into it. So.
Ready to win.
No.
Oh, wait.
I want. I'm telling you, I'm gonna watch all this part. I want. Let's just get into it. The lockdown. How prepared are you? How excited are you? How sad are you?
Hey, I am very excited about lockdown. Well, it might not favor a lot of people, but hey, it's time to be proud, not a time to sleep. For me, I find out that the life I've been living is called lockdown until it was announced that we are going on lockdown. There are some people whose life are already quarantine lives, so they have no problem with that.
Yeah.
But for extroverts, we have some problem. But then there is good news, because this is a time to plan. Some of you, for the past 3 months, you have not really done anything you really wanted to do. This is the time for you to go back to the drawing board, plan, and attack again.
Okay. Now, he said, the lockdown. Most of us were complaining that we don't get time to read our Bibles, we don't get time to pray, we don't get time to do anything. I am so excited about it because I'm not going to go to work. No work, sleeping, listening to music, watching movies like he said he would do.
I will do. I'll watch movies, I will write, I will read, and I'll do a bunch of things.
Yes. And we'll spend time with God more. So the lockdown is really good. The devil thought he has gotten us, but he doesn't know that we are joking up.
Yeah.
We are just going to make it work in our favor.
This is the best rehearsal,
Yeah.
Yeah. When we come out, we are going to be more prepared than ever. Yeah.
Now, what about those whose salaries are going to be affected?
Well, that's going to be a problem. But nonetheless, I believe that this time is also an opportunity for you to find part-time jobs online. Because there are certain jobs that still need to run and are being run. So set through the internet, ask friends, you may have links to some online work that are ongoing, and then you will use that opportunity to earn extra income. So when your job fully resumes and you have to, that will be a residual income to what you really have.
So please, if you want to work online, just contact me.
Yeah, okay.
Just
so
contact me.
I'm sorry for you if your job is affected, but then, like she's saying, contact her.
Okay, so I brought Kelvin in this channel to talk about what I was contemplating about, which is I've heard that there's a new virus. Actually, it wasn't a new virus. It's been there, but it's just popped out. You know, a new virus in town. called the F virus. Like, I don't know. I'm sure you've heard about the F virus.
Not do.
You've heard about
I
it.
have.
Have you? I don't know if you have, but if you have, how do you feel about it? If you haven't, he's here to talk about it. Now, is this F virus a new thing happening, or it's been there for a long time? Because I'm surprised. Like, I've heard about it then, but you know, now it feels so real. Like, it's really real. It kills more than the coronavirus. And has it been there all this while, or it just surfaced out?
No, not at all. It's been there all this while. The virus has been there since Adam, since the world began.
Wow.
It has been there.
Wow.
Yeah. So and people have had to experience it times without number. But there is also a solution to it, and I think that's what we're here to explore.
Okay, so now wait. This F virus, I heard it kills faster than the coronavirus.
Mm-hmm.
How true is it? Because this coronavirus and this what the other virus that came, Ebola, it was that serious. Violent. This kills faster, like faster than the two of them. And I don't know, is this something that can be treated? Is it something that can be prevented, cured? Like,
yeah. So, like you said, it kills faster because it kills you before you are killed. It kills you before you die. Really
like it kills you, then you wake up like, hey, am I dead?
Yes. It's like when you have that virus, you are a living dead. You are living, but yet you are dead. Yes, and you may do everything you want to do. But so far as that exists in your life, that virus exists in your life, you know, it prevents you from being fruitful in areas in your life.
No, wait, yeah. Oh, someone is actually confused on which virus is the M virus. Okay.
Right.
You've not heard it? You've not heard? The M virus is the fear virus.
Okay.
The fear virus, like... now you remember. Okay, so that's the fear virus, and that is what we're talking about, that it shows. But I was thinking fear is good. Like, it's a good thing to some extent, right?
Well, we can't really call fear good, because to say fear is good is to say the devil is good.
The devil is good.
Yeah. But then we can rather what we can substitute for good is that it's a great motivator.
Oh, fear is a great motivator.
Yes, because a lot of people have snapped out of fear, or as a result of fear, done a lot of things that they would not have done. So, for instance, let me use my dad as an example.
Sure.
Like, this is a very funny example. My dad had been working for Untitled Chapter for over 15 years. So suddenly, he went on a voluntary redundancy. And the moment he came out, then he realized that I've not bought a house. Then he began to fear. What will happen to my children when I'm not around? What have I done to myself? What have I been doing all this while? Suddenly he got to understand that something was not right with his life. And that fear of not knowing where to stay, where his kids are going to stay, what is going to happen when he's not around anymore, quickly made him take the money he got out of the compulsory redundancy and went and bought himself a house. So that house is a motivator of fear.
Okay.
Yeah. Fear in itself cannot be said to be a good thing. Because I believe that if there was enough time, you could have planned properly. So fear was that motivator. In fact, anytime I see the house, I see fear written all around it, the result of fear. So fear can be a great motivator, but we can't call it good because it has wrecked the lives of people.
So like he's saying, let's say you have an exam to write,
Yeah.
and because you are scared to fail, you would be motivated to study,
Yes.
to go and pass the exam. So it's a good motivator. So do we need it in our lives?
Well, I would rather encourage faith in place of fear. Because for you to say that you are waiting for fear before you do things is like sitting on a ship which is not in the water, which is not on water. You'll be there for a longer time before when it rains, then it carries you. So it's a procrastinated activity to wait for fear before you do it. You procrastinate all your life.
Okay. So then I had to search, and then I've been hearing this like way back, years back, that the Bible has 365 times said that do not fear. So it means each day, one, like every day, do not fear. Every day, do not fear. But then researching deeper, people came out to say that it's not 365, it is 80. Some said it is 70. Some said it is. How many times has the Bible said, "Do not fear"?
Well, I don't really think it's important how many times the Bible
Sure.
said you should not fear. Rather, what's important is that the Bible said you should not fear. Because the Bible tells us not to fear. I mean, we are Christians, and our authoritative, book that we live our lives by is the Bible. And we believe it's a book of authority and it's a book of power. So if God says that do not fear, then it means that we shouldn't be afraid, because God is the creator of all things and He knows all things. And if He knows that we shouldn't be afraid, if He tells us we shouldn't be afraid, then it means that in the world there are elements to cause us to be afraid. So it is enough for us to hear from God that do not be afraid, irrespective of how many times it's written in the Bible. But as far as I'm aware, the Bible says do not fear so many times, both in the Old Testament and both in the New Testament.
So if the Bible says do not fear, even just once, it means you have to use that one and run your life with it every day.
Exactly. If God says you shouldn't be afraid of anything once, it's enough for you to live your life for
fear virus, the F virus and all that. Now, is there a treatment? Is there is it something? Is there a cure for this F virus, for the fear virus?
Yeah, there is a cure. It's funny now that we are calling this a virus, because it kills more than
it kills.
Yes. And if we are afraid of Ebola virus, we are afraid of coronavirus, then it means that we need to be afraid of the fear virus.
Okay.
Practically, it is the reason why a lot of things have gone wrong in our world today, and we are glad to have an antidote to it. Because the antidote to this fear virus, there is a vaccine for it, and the vaccine for it is faith.
Faith.
Yes, faith. And as much as God tells us,
is it the kind of faith where God said without faith it's impossible to please God? Is that kind of faith?
It's faith.
It's faith.
Faith is faith. There's a tenets of it.
Okay.
So faith. It's amazing that as much as God tells us not to be afraid, He encourages us to have faith in Him. So I believe that with faith, we'll be able to overcome fear. And faith is actually not the absence of fear, but it is the authority of fear. And it's trying to see God beyond.
I think last time you said something about the faith, like seeing life in God's
faith is actually seeing life in God's eyes. It's that faith is God's reality in spite of our own reality. It's unfortunate that the world we live in is full of troubles, it's full of problems, and that has caused our hearts to be afraid of things. But then when we see life through God's perspective, what we see is not what is happening in the world today, but what God sees, how God sees.
In this pandemic situation, how does someone have faith in God? Like, okay, I know I don't want to say Christians, unbelievers. How do we have faith in God whilst it is obvious that people are dying, people are sick, people are scared? How do we have this faith in God?
So, if you are an unbeliever, this is a time I would like to encourage you to find your faith in Christ. You see, Christianity is a religion of reasoning and persuasion. So we try to find time like this to tell you that, God indeed, whatever He said He will do, or whatever He said will happen, is what's happening. We are on God's time, we are on God's calendar, irrespective of what the devil thinks He is doing. We are on God's time, we are on God's timing. And then I would like to encourage anybody watching out there who is not a Christian. We do not force our opinions, but we make matters as relevant as they are in time, so that you can make a personal decision for yourself. Because if you do not see what is happening and begin to have an excuse for everything, this is everything today. Everything can be explained by science, and because it can be explained by science, we are tilted on the side of science rather than the side of spirituality. The Bible says that in the coming days, men had to fill them they had to fill them for the complexity of the times. In the book of Matthew, also echoed in Luke, when Jesus told us what is happening. He told us that these times will come and we should be watching out for it. And so we are not ignorant that these times come with fear. But Jesus told us that man's heart will fail them for the fear of the times. And it is a time for us to tell you that Jesus Christ is coming again. We are living in a time of the beginning of the end. And we need to be, aware of the times that we live in order to make informed decisions. Rather than that time will pass by us and we will not be able to, determine what time it is, and we make a lifetime decision which will be wrong. And that will end us somewhere we don't want to be.
Okay, so I got this Isaiah 26 verse 20.
Yeah.
And then about this quarantine thing, I was like, it's in the Bible club. But then I chanced upon Isaiah 26 verse 20. And it says, "Go, my people, enter your rooms and shut your doors behind you. Hide yourself for a little while until his wrath has passed by." And that's what people are using now, that they are doing that. We are entering our rooms and then until his wrath has passed by. Is it the wrath of God? Like this whole thing?
Alright, so a lot of people are saying different things, as a result of the onset of this. People have said that it's an act of God, people have said it's an act of the devil. But is it
punishment of our
sins and all that? We've heard everything.
God is angry.
And irrespective of the fact that we are living in a prophetic time, and we should also be sensitive about the information that is being churned out there. As children of God, we like to believe that God is not the author of confusion.
Sure.
And God has not tempted with evil, neither can he be tempted with evil. Nonetheless, God does whatever he wants to do. So we should not be too much focused as what is causing this as much as who is the source of life. God is the source of life, and the Bible says that his name is a strong tower, the righteous run to it and they are saved. When we see evil, we don't, the evil is not a point of conversation. It rather becomes a point for us to enter into God the more. It is not a point of deliberation and argument and debate. It calls for us to draw closer to whom we have believed. So, yes, I've heard a lot of things myself out there. It's coming from God. It's coming from God. It's coming from the devil. If you ask me, I'll tell you that it's coming from the devil, because the devil is the author of confusion. But what amazes me the most is that through time immemorial, everything that the devil has done fits into God's plan.
Yeah.
God is the one who controls the devil, and not the devil who controls God.
Yeah.
So irrespective of whatever is happening, God is still Lord.
I think that takes us back to the beginning of the program when we said that even though the devil wanted us to be locked down, we are locked down in Jesus.
Yes,
when we can get to spend more time with God and all that. So, hey, devil, you can do your worst. Thank you so much. I learned a lot. I don't know if you did, but I really learned a lot. That even though we are facing this pandemic situation, we need faith. Continue to have faith in God. Now, those who are, in reality, people are really affected with this virus. They are really affected with it. They're in the hospitals. Yeah. And maybe somebody is watching this video. How does the person have faith in God that God is going to heal me?
Okay.
It's different when I have faith in God, but I don't know how to present it to you. But I can tell you testimonies of how God has done it for me. Right. And I feel he will do it for you. But how does that person get encouraged in God that God heal me on my sick bed? Because I don't know how to put it, but I guess you understand. How would somebody be encouraged to do that?
Yeah. So I think I'll talk about two things. First of all, our faith, like I've already explained or when we talked about, we think that faith is seeing life from God's perspective.
Sure.
Sorry. And that actually tells us that we are magnifying God beyond the situation. So, somebody out there may be attacked by the coronavirus disease, you may be in the hospital struggling. What we want to tell you is that do not lose sight of God's love. God loves you, and God is still out there to take care of you. Your part is for you to see him beyond your situation, even though it may be very dire. And I'm not saying it just because I'm not the one affected.
Yeah.
Because we all have gone through life situation one way or another. And I think what speaks for one can also speak for another. And what we want you to believe is that God is in charge of that situation as well. He wants your best. And so in whatever situation you are going on right now, because you are going through right now, and terms of coronavirus disease, Jesus is still Lord. Begin to see him beyond your disease. Begin to see him who has prevailed beyond the coronavirus, whatever situation you are in. Do not lose sight of Jesus. It is when you lose sight of Jesus that's when fear creeps in. Because fear rejoices in an area where Christ is not present. But when Christ is magnified, then fear dissipates and faith takes place.
And I think you need to speak.
Yes,
you need to speak
speak
positivity.
I've seen videos where Christians who are affected have made live recording video preaching to their church and still encouraging them to.
That's deep.
The faith.
That's deep.
So, in spite of the problem, like I said, our faith is tested in real life situations, and I believe that you are the most person with them. I mean, you are the person with most faith when you are alone. I mean, you can decree and declare all you want, but until when you come into a real life situation, that is when you really begin to confess whether you believe in the things that you've read. So, at this period, it is a situation for you to make God proud. Honor his name by speaking the word that he said you should speak. And then I believe that, he's going to come through for you.
Sure.
Second of all, you see, we have become Christians who have now seen the situation of death as a no-go area.
Yeah, it's a bad thing.
But then, it is. Nobody wants to die because we have when we have family, when we have parents, when we have siblings, and then when we are breadwinners or they are breadwinners. What we don't want to come into our life is, hey, who's going to take care of the kids when I'm gone? Or who's going to take care of me when they are gone? So nobody wants death. But it is very sorrowful to see people we love depart from us because we don't get to see them again until Jesus Christ comes. But nonetheless, Jesus Christ tells us that death in Christ is a victory. And as much as we want to be healed and we proclaim our faith, we want to continue to proclaim our faith. Nevertheless, Jesus Christ is still Lord. And in spite of our faith, he still is sovereign and he does what he wants to do. If he decides to take you home, it is up to you to keep your faith and still know that he is Lord in the midst of that situation.
Thank you so much. Okay, so we're going to take a short commercial break, very short, and then we'll come back and play the game. I want to know how well he knows his Bible. How well do you know your Bible? So please stay tuned.
So, what type of birds did Noah send out of the ark? What type of birds did Noah send out of the ark?
Ravens.
And then?
So ravens are not enough?
Yeah, and then?
I remember too.
And then those. Who was the wife
I
to
thought
Boaz?
ravens are those. Yeah, different.
I think I was surprised. I thought it was one.
Okay.
Who was the wife to Boaz?
Was?
Yeah.
The wife?
Yeah. Hey!
Okay.
Tell me seriously.
I know Boaz's wife, but what's the name?
Oh,
it's Roots.
You know what? I think I'm being too friendly here. I'm not gonna help you. Let's be fast.
Okay.
What was the profession of Zacchaeus?
Zacchaeus, the short man.
Yes.
His profession.
Yes.
It has never dawned on me.
Oh my God!
All I know, okay, Zacchaeus was a tax collector.
It's not, see, you're wasting time, seriously.
So I need to process it, you know.
What was Jesus' first miracle?
Oh, water into wine.
Name the river that Jesus was baptized in.
Jordan.
What was the greatest gift of King Solomon?
His gift, wisdom.
Joseph had a baby brother. What was his name?
Who?
Joseph.
Benjamin.
What was the name of the lady who found Moses in the river when he was a baby?
The name?
Yeah. It's a name, but you can say something about it.
I know it was the king's daughter's servant.
Which king?
Pharaoh.
Good. Okay. What was the name of Abraham's nephew who he traveled with?
Lots.
Who were Cain and Abel's parents?
Cain and Abel. Adam.
Okay, Adam brought.
And Eve.
How many brothers?
Actually, sounds funny.
How many brothers
out of this world?
and sisters did Joseph have?
Brothers and sisters. Joseph. 11.
11 sisters
11 brothers.
and
Yeah, sisters. 2.
how many books does the Bible have?
66.
Who was the second king of Israel?
Second king, David.
What sign did God give after the flood that proved that he will... Can't do that, guy. When did Moses
That was
receive
quick,
the 10 commandments?
Mount 9.
Okay. I think the questions were easy. What happened to Lot's
You don't
wife
know what's going on, right?
when she got curious and looked at the distraction? A pillar of salt.
Yeah.
How old was Abraham when Sarah gave birth to Isaac?
Oops. 100.
Who betrayed Jesus?
Judas.
Judas.
Iscariot.
Who killed Goliath?
David.
Who witnessed Elijah being taken up to heaven?
Elisha.
Who announced the birth of John the Baptist?
The birth of
John the Baptist.
the Holy Spirit.
Hey! At what age was David anointed? No.
Hey, you don't tell me if I'm wrong.
I will give you a mark. At what age was David anointed the king of Israel?
The birth of John the Baptist.
Hey!
I'm so bad. Alright, let's go back.
At what age was an angel Gabriel?
Okay.
I think he went to see Mary.
Okay.
At what age was David anointed the king of Israel?
Age, king of Israel. 30. 30.
Speak Israel.
30.
Now wait, that reminds me. David was told he would be the king of Israel like way back, years back.
Yeah,
but he never came into manifestation until 30 years.
Okay.
God can tell you something, correct? God can tell you something, but give him time. Okay, just give him time. He'll do it. Like seriously.
That's true.
Yeah, he'll do it. Now, at what age did Adam pass on?
129.
That's close.
130.
That's close. I didn't know.
That's a 100 or something.
How long was Jonah in the belly of the whale?
Oh, 23 nights.
Name the longest name in the Bible.
Fisherman.
No.
Mephibosheth.
No.
Really?
I'm not even seeing this.
Zafran Pania.
That's what they use. Don't touch me. Jenny, that's funny. You guys to see. Zafran's Pania.
Yeah, that's just his name.
But Zafran's Pania.
Wake up, baby. What's the name?
Name the first king of
What's the
Israel.
name?
I can't pronounce it.
Oh, wait, you got it right now.
I showed it to you guys. I can't pronounce it. Name the first king of Israel.
Oh, Samuel. Sorry, Saul. Saul. King Saul.
Name the instrument that Samson used to kill 1,000 Philistines. That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
I was about to think about the walls.
No.
I'm telling you. Who announced the birth of Zachariah?
The birth of Zachariah. That's a tough one.
A very common one.
Okay.
Emmanuel. It was Angel Gabriel.
What's Zachariah?
I don't know. Zachariah in the Bible. So thank you so much for playing this game. He tried. Thank you so much for being here. And thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much. I hope you're going to enjoy your lockdown. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't. And please stay tuned. Wednesday's talk is going to be so interesting. It's so interesting. Friday's news is amazing. The Saturday interview, I'm praying for grace because of this lockdown situation. I don't know how it's going to happen, but God will do it. Now, please take care of yourself. Don't forget to sanitize your hands. Don't forget to wash your hands with soap and under running water. Yeah, don't wash it in the water. Someone will pour. Then, yeah, it's very important. I need you alive. Stay safe. Wear masks. Not only for covering, but for protecting and for silence as well. Don't lose your faith in God. Don't lose your faith in God. Seriously, you can't. It's fun being in God. I know I'm wearing one earring, but it was for a purpose. I'm chilling.
Lockdown. Lockdown down.
Thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much, Kelvin.
Thank you for having me.
You see him again. You see him again. And just wanted to tell me.
Yeah. Well, I would like to say that in this period, you make sure that, you see, there are a lot of information going around, but you have to be selective with the information you want to hear. Fear comes by hearing, the same way faith also comes by hearing. So if you give yourself to the negative news, there is a probability that you will be afraid. And as a Christian, don't join the naysayers when they are talking about Christianity. Try to be decorum in what you say. Yes, this is the first one. in what you say, because that is the only way you know that you are faithful with the fruit of your lips. And I believe that you enjoy your lockdown. Make sure you do a productive activity. You can learn how to play the keyboard. You can learn how to learn a language online. You can
Learn how to dance.
learn how to dance. You
Read,
can
watch
read,
movie, relax.
movies, but don't watch movie too much because it makes you lazy.
Yeah.
At the end, you will not find any.
Write a book.
Right.
Your experiences about this whole
Exactly.
thing. You may never know. Something
Yeah,
can
write a book.
happen. Write a
This
book.
is going to be the beginning. You know, in the last recession, companies. In the last recession that took place, there were a number of companies that came out, and one of it is Airbnb. It came out as a result of the US going down. Airbnb, WhatsApp,
Wow.
all came out of the last recession. So I believe that this period, somebody's business is going to be better. So be alert and do something productive. It may be the beginning of your life.
Thank you so much. And I pray that the Lord will protect us from every plan of the enemy. We'll be guided, we'll be saved. Our families will be preserved in Jesus' name. Okay, so yes, every Friday we have this prayer and fasting WhatsApp page where we meet pray and fast online. So please, I'll drop the link below my description box, and you can kindly join the WhatsApp group and let's pray every Friday. Please subscribe to my channel and all that.
Subscribe to our channel.
Thank you.